All right, so the last movie we're covering this week is courtesy of Eric Holmes. He did a review, and I believe he does it. I don't even know who you interviewed, Eric, or you're going to interview some people for this movie
Funny
called
thing
Barron's
is,
Cove.
I was supposed to interview someone yesterday, and I thought it was tomorrow, so I missed it. So we rescheduled it for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
You're gonna interview the composers, right, for Barron's Cove? Is that what you're gonna do?
yeah, and then there's another one on Friday. I'm not sure who,
Oh,
but
okay.
we'll find out.
Sounds good. The movie's Barron's Cove. It centers on a dad with a violent past that's played by Garrett Hedlund.
Oh, hold
Yes.
on. I read the synopsis. Don't read that,
Oh,
um,
okay.
because I think it might give away too much.
Okay, can I read the first sentence? How about the first sentence? Can I
I'll,
read
I'll,
that?
I'll
Or you want to do it?
you know
You want to
what?
take?
I'll just set it up. So
Okay.
the movie opens with this kid tied to a train track, and another kid trying to untie him. And there's a third kid. He's like, "Oh, there's a train coming. There's a train coming." And then last thing is the kid's trying to untie the kid tied to the train track. He looks up, and the train's right there. And then it just cuts to Garrett Hedlund's character. And then you can see him do his life. He's kind of like he works for a building supply company, but I think there's some underground muscle kind of work in there. Kind of like what Rocky did before in the first Rocky movie, before he was like trained to be a boxer. He was kind of like a goon, sort of. Anyway, him and his wife find out that their son's dead. Their son was Baron, who's tied to the train track. So the cops are looking into it. They rule it a suicide. Wife doesn't want to believe it. The dad doesn't believe it at all. And he's looking at the blonde kid, the kid that we saw at the beginning trying to untie him. This blonde kid's the adopted son of a local guy running for senator. And Garrett Hedlund's character knows that this kid knows something because he's acting real weird about it, which is strange to watch because we saw him at the beginning of the movie trying to untie him. But now the kid's acting like, oh, yeah, your son killed himself. He said he killed himself because he didn't like you. And like he's lying to him, and we can't figure out why. So eventually, Garrett Hedlund kidnaps the kid, and you think he kidnaps the senator's son, trying to get out of him what actually happened to his son. There's a statewide manhunt for him, looking for Garrett Hedlund and the senator's son. And then we go back with Garrett trying to threaten the kid to give him information. The kid's just not doing anything. About the halfway point through the movie, Garrett Hedlund does something, and the kid's response turns the movie 180, turns the whole dynamic of their relationship and the movie 180 degrees, and it becomes an entirely different movie after that. And it's freaking fantastic.
Get out of here. Really?
Yes.
Okay. Where were
And
you?
the reason I stopped you is because on that synopsis, part of that is in there. And I think it was such a great, it's not like a twist, but it's just like when someone says something and it's okay, now our relationship has changed.
Okay.
Now we're doing something else. And
Okay.
you could probably kind of see it coming because it's not out of left field, but it's just the way the kid, let me see what his name is.
Christian Convery? Oh,
Christian
you mean, yeah.
Convery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way he delivers that line, and he's just as far as child actors go, he's just great, just in general.
Hmm.
But the honesty in which he delivers that line, it's like you believe it. And then Garrett Hedlund's character, like he believes it too. And it's good. It's
Oh,
good.
it's really good. Oh, were you surprised at how good it was whenever that aforementioned shift occurred?
I got a Scott Cooper vibe like almost immediately. And
Right.
so I was digging the movie where it was going. But then when it made that turn halfway through and became a different movie, I was like, oh, didn't know I was watching this movie. I'm cool with that too. I would say towards the end, it gets a little broad, but not to the point where it ruins the movie.
Did you
But then
understand that it was
the
going broad? Could you understand where it was going when it went broad, possibly?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't that bad. Kind of like let's say not quite as action packed as Rebel Ridge, but it kind of goes in that direction a little bit.
Okay.
But the last shot, that was
Oh,
a good. That was a good last shot.
very good last shot. Are me and Bruce Perky missing out by not watching Baron?
Yes, yes, yes. You guys should both watch Barron's Cove.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Uh,
so that
this is another banger.
even
And
Bruce Perky,
the,
even Bruce Perky will like this movie.
I don't know how well I could see him getting annoyed with Garrett Hedlund's character at the beginning, and fair play because I was too. But that's just his character. It's not like Garrett Hedlund, you're a bad actor and I was annoyed with you. His character is like the guy that's I actually so I forgot to mention that Stephen Lang is in it.
Oh,
And
awesome. I'm
so
watching it
he's
now.
Garrett Stephen Lang's like kind of the, I hesitate to say mob boss. He's not a mob boss, but he's kind of like one of those guys.
You don't
He's the
screw
guy
around
that
with.
gets things done, but
Okay.
you work for me, so I'm going to protect you, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And now I'll leave that. But Steve Lang's in it and he's good. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here.
We also have to
And
mention it stars Amish Linklater, who's also a very good actor, and Brittany Snow. They also
yeah,
round out the ensemble.
the Hamish Linklater, he's a slimy guy.
He's just his character is a slimy
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, sorry.
Of course. No, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm of course.
but he plays a politician and he's great as that. But yeah, don't sleep on this movie.
Okay.
This one's really good.
Like a moron, I did not put when it's released. I know it's released on Friday, June 6th. I forgot to put if it's actually on VOD as well. Maybe it might be just a theater kind of situation. Let me look it up right now, folks. Okay, it is on, it's available in theaters as well as VOD June 6th, 2025. So if people can rub a couple nickels together, Eric Holmes, and they're hermits like me, it might be worth a rental, possibly, huh? On a weekend when you just want to stay home?
So that's what I was saying with the Bound. Like I was saying, like it was a really good movie, but it's too heavy. I don't know if I want to watch it again. This one does get heavy, but it doesn't get so heavy that it still has enough kind of fun or kind of thrills to it that like this one I would watch over and over again. Oh, and to the point I was making with the Garrett Hedlund, his character. So his character is one of those. So Stephen Lang, he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna figure this out. And Garrett Hedlund's like, I'm all aggro. I gotta beat people up and go in and ruin it because he's like just flying off the handle. I can see Bruce getting annoyed by that, but that changes.
Okay.
We'll say that becomes something else later on.
I will say this, Garrett Hedlund, underappreciated actor. He's underappreciated and he
Yes.
should be in more movies, I think. And he's just really good in whatever he does. So, in my opinion. So, Barron's Cove, Eric Holmes, your rating. Right? It's by the way, the running time's 116 minutes. Yes, sir.
5 stars.
5 stars.
And I don't know why I'm not giving this or Lemonade Blessing 6.9, but I'm not. But I should. But we'll go 5 stars.
5 stars from Eric Holmes from Barron's Cove. Wow, what a huge recommendation, folks. If it's in theaters, possibly go see it in theaters. If you're at home and you don't like leaving your respective domicile, maybe rent Barron's Cove.
I'm gonna
Give it
say
a rental.
watch this however you can.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
especially if you're like me and you're a fan of Scott Cooper films, definitely check it out.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.